is Asia. And I do
Yeah.
record these, so it is recorded. So, Asia, tell
Okay.
me about yourself.
Okay. Well, you know my name. I'm 26. I'll be 27 on Monday. I'm really just trying to switch gears. Like I always wanted to own my own business,
Okay.
but I never really knew what I wanted to do. But I always liked cleaning. So I was like, maybe, maybe I could do something with that.
Okay.
I always had like cleaning jobs. I clean up my family homes and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm passionate in doing it, so why not turn it into a business?
That is
Yeah.
awesome. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
one thing about it, like I started with
Hmm.
cleaning, but then I started learning
Hmm.
business. Once you
Right.
start learning business, it can transcend
Hmm.
to other businesses. They're all
Yeah.
at the core about the same. I mean, the physical
Right.
and that type of stuff, things may be different, but at the core,
Hmm.
they're all about the same. Like if you know business,
Yeah.
you can open a hair salon without even being a hairdresser because
Yeah,
you know
that's
business.
true.
You know what I mean? You can get
Yeah.
people to work for you just
Hmm.
like you do with your cleaning business. So,
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm just writing down my notes.
Okay.
What are you doing currently?
So I work at Amazon like
Okay.
part-time, and then I'm also in school too.
Okay.
I'm in school for radiology tech.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, I always say, never too many things you can do.
That's true.
Hmm.
Exactly. That is good. All
And I try to
right.
keep myself busy.
I see that. Okay. I see that. So, what are you like? Where would you like to start? And then if you kind of have
Mm.
a couple of questions, and I can kind of gauge
Okay.
it from there.
So I do want to start like in the homes, but eventually I do want to get probably like contracts
Okay.
and like small companies do
Okay.
like the commercial cleaning.
All right.
But I know I have to probably start, because I'm doing it by myself right
Yeah.
now. So homes and build clientele and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And what I meant by
Yeah.
start, I'm sorry. I meant like
Uh-huh.
what questions you may have, and then that can kind of help me
Oh,
gauge.
okay, okay.
But that makes sense. That
Um,
make
yeah,
complete sense what you said.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I first want to ask, how should I price like the job, without overcharging or
Yeah.
undercharging myself?
What I had to do was that was the one of the most difficult parts for me because I went through a
Right.
couple of different things. Like at one time I tried charging by the hour, and
Okay.
that just didn't work out. Like one time I did this
Mm,
huge house by myself and I charged by the
okay.
hour, and it took me
Right.
all day to do it. And
Right.
then I was doing it by myself. The next day, my
Mm-hmm.
back was aching, and I did it because I did it by the hour. I didn't know. Like my back was
Right.
aching. I did the refrigerator, the oven, and it was a huge house in St. Johns County.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
I made decent money off of it because I did it by
Right.
myself and I charged by the hour.
Right.
But in the long run, I found that it was best for me to figure out something and charge by the square footage. And then
Okay.
what I do is by the square footage, I charge, like you can go to my website and you can look at it,
Mm-hmm.
kittiescustomcleaning.com. You'll see my prices.
Okay.
I do it by the square footage, and
Mm-hmm.
most houses are estimated two people in the house.
Right. Okay.
So I ended up going, and I've been through a couple of pricing with that, learning what's best for the square footage. And then some people are like, well, you're including the garage. I am including the size of the garage,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I do it if a house is 2,000 square feet. I kind of know about how long it'll take me and one other person to do it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was trying to
So
make
you
bathroom.
started. So you started by yourself
Yes,
before
I did.
you. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
I started by myself. Yes.
Okay.
And I did it for a good while. Like I was working at Bank of America, and I was doing it by
Mm-hmm.
myself. I was doing it during the day. I mean, I was doing it at
Okay.
night. Then my
Uh-huh.
sister graduated from FAM
Okay.
and she was looking for a job. So what I would do is I would
Uh,
have her go out at houses during the day and then I would go in houses at night. Then
okay.
I started realizing a lot of people wanted their houses cleaned during the day while they were
Today.
gone.
Right. Yeah.
And entire house on one person can get to be a lot. Because you
Yeah.
come in and you're fresh. So you get in the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
and you get in that master bathroom.
Yeah.
Then in between somewhere, you start
You
getting
getting a
tired. You
little,
don't realize you're
yeah.
tired. And now you're
Uh-huh.
like,
Right.
sometimes you start missing stuff because
Yeah.
you don't kind of wore yourself out, especially if you get a bigger
Mm-hmm.
house, like how I told you I had that huge, I think a house was
Yeah.
4,000 square feet.
Oh
And you
wow.
wear
Yeah. I know
yourself,
you was tired with that.
oh, I did that. But I was learning. I just didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
a, but that keeps you
Trial
from
and
doing
error.
that.
Right. Exactly.
And I was there from like the morning till dark. But
Oh wow. Okay.
once I
Yeah.
realized that people wanted their houses cleaned during the day, most of them, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was working during the day. And one thing about cleaning money,
Oh.
when you make it
Mm-hmm.
residential, when you make it, you
Yeah.
get paid right then. So now you
Right.
start thinking, hey, I like getting my
Damn.
money immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
Yeah.
start thinking about how can I do it more efficiently? For
Yeah.
me to do it more efficiently meant that I had to let go of my security at Bank of America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
that was a hard one.
It that could be scary.
It
Yeah.
scared me. But
Mm-hmm.
it was like I had got to the point where it was like either do this, I keep breaking my back, or don't grow the
Yeah.
clientele. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
don't
Yeah.
grow it. And so that's how I
Yeah.
had to figure it out. But if you go to my website, you'll see that they're based on
Okay.
square footage.
Okay.
And I did that because I know that it's normally two people in the property. And when two people
Mm-hmm.
are in the property, I know how we can go in and one start in the master bathroom, the other start in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We'll work
Yeah.
it a certain way. So now what would have taken me 4 or 5 hours by myself cuts
Right.
down to 2 hours with two people.
And that way you can do other homes within that day.
Correct, correct. You can
Mm-hmm.
get, depending on the houses, you
Yeah.
can get 2 or 3 in a day. You can
Yeah.
get
And
more
that's
in.
good.
And I
Okay.
particularly like residential because
Okay.
I am in charge of my own faith.
Right. Okay.
Holidays, I can reschedule and say, hey, Martin Luther King Day is coming up. We're not working that day. I need to reschedule you. Give them ample amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
4th of July, and I don't have to work at night. You make more
Right.
money
Yeah.
on big commercial jobs, but commercial
Mm-hmm.
jobs mean that you have to have a huge staff. And if you
Yeah.
don't have that huge staff, you get the staffing, and now you're going into the Chase building at night and you need to get 4 floors
Mm-hmm.
done, but then 3 people call in, you go to work, but you're still one person and you can't
Yeah.
cover 3 empty things. It just got
It's a
aggravating
lot.
for me, so I mainly just
Yeah.
focused on residential.
Oh, so you did, how long did you do the commercial
I
for?
did a lot of construction cleaning, like downtown,
Okay.
all the cathedral towers downtown, they remodeled them. So we did the cleaning
Mm-hmm.
for that, which is still commercial
Okay.
because you got to have
Yeah.
all those people in there to get it clean, get it done. If
Yeah.
somebody call in or if somebody half step, they will
Mm-hmm.
withhold your pay until things are right. But in the meantime, for most cleaning jobs, you often paying once a week. So you're going into
Yeah.
your money to pay them once a week to get paid from
Mm-hmm.
the contractor once a month.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're getting paid from them once a month and you're paying everybody else once a week on top of purchasing your
Mm-hmm.
supplies and all of that. And so if somebody call
Yeah.
in or if they half stepping, and you're still
Mhm.
paying, and then they withhold your check, saying we're not going to pay you until these
Mhm.
particular units are correct. But then you go in there and you see that every bathroom that Kathy did still was not done correctly and completed.
Gotcha.
Now you got to go back in
Okay.
behind Kathy, and
Yeah.
you have to talk to Kathy to see if she intentionally didn't do that or if she just
Mhm.
didn't know. Then you have to deal with
Yeah.
Kathy and her attitude
Yeah.
because she think that your teacher treating
Yeah.
her like a child.
Mhm.
Employees are a lot. You you get employees who start fighting, you get a lot.
Yeah.
But that's part of the
I can
cleaning game.
imagine.
And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, it made me much stronger,
Mhm.
much wiser. But
Yeah.
that's the main thing with cleaning. You really
Okay.
have to have some help. So like start out doing the houses by yourself and get what you get.
Mhm.
And then eventually see if you can find somebody to assist you.
Yeah. Because I know I have someone that I possibly may have.
Uh-huh.
She clean as well too. But I'll see. I'll start off by myself and see,
Yeah,
get
you
the
start
groove
off by
of it.
yourself. And then what you do
Mhm.
with how you the best way to pay them is
Mhm.
what I call a 1099 contractor,
Okay.
where you pay them,
Mhm.
let's just say you say I'm gonna pay you $10 an hour. Y'all did that
Mhm.
house, you was there for 4 hours, she gets $40.
Okay.
When you pay her, what you do is every time you pay her, if you paid her $40 for this house and
Mhm.
$80 for another house, you add that up. Let's just say, oh, let's say a whole week you paid $150. Just say that for a whole week.
Okay.
You paid
Mhm.
her on Friday, you paid her 150. So what you do is you say, Mary, 150. That's the amount
Mhm.
that she made on 212. And then you
Mhm.
say year to date, 150. So then let's
Gotcha.
say Mary work with you next week.
Mhm.
You say you're keeping a log back on this is a plain piece of notebook paper.
Yeah.
Keeping a log. And you say, okay, 220. Mary,
Mhm.
I paid her $150. Now year to
Mhm.
date is $300.
Okay. Okay.
Because your 150 from last week, your 150 from this week.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
every time you pay her, you say you write down how much you paid and then you tally the entire total. And you do it every single time. Just keep the tally. And then at the end
Okay.
of the year, what you do is, okay, I paid Mary $2,000. And
Mhm.
then you work with your account, the person doing your taxes, CPA or a tax person. And you
Uh-huh.
say, okay, I paid Mary $2,000. Here's the receipt. When you paid Mary,
Okay.
you pay her out of your business account. So now
Mhm.
they can follow it. Either,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't care if you're paying it Cash App, Zelle, or a check. Pay everything out of your business account. And
So
then
it's
when you
better that you can track it better versus your
correct.
personal account.
So now you
Yeah.
have it and everything with your business. We're going to get to accounts too, but everything with your business, you
Okay.
pay out of your business account. You put that money in that account and you pay out that account because you get so many
Okay.
great write-offs with a business account. Personal accounts, you get no
Okay.
write-offs. So you're doing everything in
Right.
vain. But
Okay.
now what happens is you have the ledger of how much you paid Mary, and then
Mhm.
they can go in your bank account and see how much you paid Mary. They can see every time
Got
you
it.
paid them. So if you say you paid
Mhm.
3,000, they can go in there and see you paid
I
Mary
see.
3,000. And then you're
Okay.
gonna get an employee deduction for paying her, meaning that's less taxes
Okay.
that you have to pay. Then if say the IRS
Got
want
it.
to audit you, you
Yeah.
have it written down and your bank statements are there. Now they can just go right
Mhm.
through your bank statements. Boom, 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 boom,
I
boom.
see.
So
Yeah.
anything business you pay out of the business, any income business, you put it into the business, any
Mhm.
expenses, you put it out of the business. Use the debit card or write a check.
Okay.
Business accounts, you do not pull out cash. The reason you don't pull out cash is the same reason that you're paying Mary from that account. because if you pulled out cash, they're gonna like, where did it go?
Yeah.
They can't, you can
Yeah.
say I pulled out $30 to put gas in my car. I can't
But
tell.
it's no proof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's no proof.
Hmm.
So you just pull up to
Hmm.
the gas station, use your card, and pay for your gas.
Yeah.
Now, if you need
Okay.
cash, you take it and you transfer. You can transfer cash from your business account to your personal account and then pay it.
Hmm.
Because it's kind of like you're paying yourself. So you're fine with
Okay.
that. Just don't pull
Yeah.
cash because with your business
Out.
account, everything needs to be tracked.
Okay.
So that's just one of the main
Yeah.
things right there. So I advise you just go to my page, go to my website, and you can look at the pricing. And you can look, I even
Hmm.
have it written down what's included in a basic clean, what's included in a move out clean. And then I have a disclaimer
Okay.
down there also that these are estimates
Got it.
because
Okay.
you and I may not live the same. Both of us might
Hmm.
live in the same style house, same size, but then I have a husband, 3 kids, and a dog, and it just might be you.
Yeah.
So I put
Hmm.
more wear and tear on the house. So granted, I get there and I'm like, it's German Shepherd fur everywhere.
Yeah.
This house ran through, so I can charge you more. Now you're
Right.
going to get
Yeah.
clients who are going to be PO'd about it, but it's right there in writing on the site.
Hmm.
You get what I'm
Estimate.
saying? It's
Yeah.
right there in writing. And so that's something that just
Hmm.
comes with the territory that you'll have
Okay.
to do that. Like I had a lady one time, she had double ovens, and I charged to
Hmm.
clean an oven because you have to clean an
Right.
oven. You have to go in there. She didn't want to pay for the second oven. You thought that was just going to
Yeah.
be included. You cook in it.
No.
And
It's
she,
two separate ovens.
yeah,
Yeah.
she kind of started going
Hmm.
back and forth with my manager. And I told them, I said, pack up and leave.
Yeah.
Leave everything
Hmm.
exactly like it is.
Yeah.
I will deal with
Right.
that later. If she write me a Google review,
Hmm.
because if you get when you get your business and you get your stuff, you
Yeah.
can actually go in there and dispute Google reviews.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
it won't look bad. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
know
can go in there and
that.
play with them. Or you can write.
Okay.
Before I started, they didn't have a chat GPT. Or somebody writes a
Uh,
Google review, you know what you did and how you did it, and you take that thing to
yeah.
chat GPT and you write something so great as a reply and you post that thing in there.
Okay. I
Use
love
that
Chat
stuff too. I
GPT.
do too. I do
Hmm.
too. But
Yeah.
let's start.
Okay.
One of the main things you do is like to get started,
Hmm.
I made my Facebook page and I named it
Okay.
after my business. So like my Facebook
Yeah.
page is Kitty's Custom Cleaning.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah. And I named it after my business.
Hmm.
Hey, I love my name, but I need people to know exactly what I do without saying, that
Yeah.
Keita Watley girl, I think she clean. People don't have
Hmm. It's
time like
right
that
there.
sometimes. They won't think like that.
Yeah.
So
Especially on social media, they want to see it right
yeah,
there
they want
in
to
their
see it
face.
right there. And anytime you comment
Hmm.
or reply to somebody, your social media name is there. And most people call you what they see on
Yeah.
social media. So people call me Kitty
Right.
because they
Yeah,
see
they
it.
do.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not my name,
Hmm.
but they see
Right.
it. So you
Yeah.
want them to see what you do
Yeah.
in essence. Just
Yeah.
simple. You want them to see exactly what you do. So make it easy for them.
Right. Yeah. So they
And
know what they're
then
getting into.
exactly. And then what you do, you get you a tripod when you cleaning and record
Hmm.
yourself. You could be cleaning your mama house. It don't matter.
Okay. Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, even if
Mm-mm.
you was cleaning your mama house, you cleaning. So
Right.
if you cleaning a refrigerator, or you mopping some floors, you set up that
Hmm.
tripod. And if you're doing something that's kind of long, set the camera on
Yeah.
hyperlapse. So it'll record
Okay.
it and then it'll go real fast. Or you just record, start recording your content on what you do.
Yeah.
So that way
Okay.
your Facebook name is close to your business name. And then you
Hmm.
set the profile to public. So
Yeah.
anybody can look in there and see it. And then you accept
Okay.
friends. You go in there, accept them. And then ask people to
Mm-hmm.
start following you. I need to do that more now. I don't really even say follow me anymore, and I should.
Except,
But
okay.
ask people to follow you and
Yeah,
then give them something to look at. And a lot of people just like to sit there and look.
they do. A lot of people I see say they like cleaning videos. It's satisfying.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
Facebook is free. And even sometimes go live.
Yeah.
Go live. When you
Okay.
like last week, me and my sister was doing a house. It was a move out, and I just
Hmm.
went live for a little bit. Let people see.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do that kind of stuff. And it's completely free.
Okay.
The best thing to
Right.
do is just, and it's free advertising. You can't beat free advertising.
You really can't.
Yeah,
You'll be surprised who's watching you.
put yourself out there. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So with that, what I would advise to do until I'm gonna take it in some steps. Do
Okay.
that. And
Yeah,
then
I see.
whatever you want to name your company,
Hmm.
go on sunbiz.org and look up fictitious names. And we can, you know what, I can where am I? I'm me and Zoom. Hold on. Screen share. Where the screen share? That transfer, pause, react, participant, screen share. Let me turn this AI companion off. Share, it's a big old green button
Right in.
right there. So let me screen share. Screen share. All right, I don't need that.
There we go.
All right. So you go here. You go to sunbiz.org
Okay.
and then you go, let me see. All right. Click on search records
Okay.
and then scroll down to fictitious names right here. And then you stick that name in, whatever it is. Let's just say I'm gonna stick Kitty's Custom Cleaning here.
Okay.
'Cause I know it's taken. And this is some steps. All right. Kitty's Custom Cleaning. There I am right there. If the name is
Okay.
already there, that means you can't have it. If the
Got it.
name
Okay.
isn't there, you can register it. And it's something I need to
Okay.
update because I have this with my home address on it. Ooh.
Oh Lord.
Now, well, what happened too is honestly, this is what happens. When I started Kitty's Custom
Hmm.
Cleaning, I started it out my house. So I had to
Right.
register it at my home address, which is, I mean, fine.
That's
But
fair.
now we
Yeah.
have a location. So I need to change it to the business
Okay.
address. But you can register your home address. Like somebody, Kitty's
Okay.
Express Mobile, that's probably a home
Hmm.
address, but you can register it with your home address. It's just that. I mean, at the end of the day,
It's
I
on
own
the
a
internet.
home, so you can look me up
Yeah.
anyway and find my house if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But if somebody look up Kitty's Custom Cleaning and they look up this address and then they just go to the address, that's me.
Hmm.
Oh, you just come to your
Yeah.
house, but it's public record. But you can't
Yeah.
necessarily really
That's right.
hide anyway. But
No, but you got a
so
business, so everything pretty much public.
yeah. So
Hmm.
if the name isn't there, let me see. How do we record that thing? I'll have to play with this. If the name
Okay.
isn't there, you can actually register the name. Try to find something that's just probably not there. Kitties, boom, boom, boom. It's not there. Okay. Since it's not
Yeah.
there, kitty's boom boom ring room. I got okay. Since I know that's not there, let me go back.
Hmm.
That search record. Now, since it's not there, you go over to
Hmm.
start a business, and then you go
Okay.
down to fictitious name registration.
Okay.
and you see where it says register a fictitious name.
Yeah.
That's what
Hmm.
you do. And then what it's going to do is
Okay.
going to cost you, I think it's like 50 or $54. And
To
then,
register for it.
yeah, to register it.
Mhm.
And then what they're going to do is they're going to send you an email. And then you take that and you take it down to the Duval tax collectors across from um, the Florida Theater.
Okay.
And have you ever been to the nail shop and you see that little sign that they have behind them? It's
Like
like,
a little, like a certificate or
yeah,
something.
and they'll give you
Hmm.
that.
Okay.
Now that makes you a sole proprietor.
Okay.
A sole proprietor means you and your business are one and the same, but it does
Okay.
make you a business. It's steps to
Got it.
businesses. So it makes you a sole proprietor. Now you're actually a business.
Okay.
With the sole proprietor, you can open up a bank account, but the bank account will have the company name and your name because remember, as a sole proprietor, you and the business
Hmm.
are one and the same. With that
Right.
being said, what that means is if somebody sues the business, they sue you also. But you're new, so you
Got
ain't
it.
worried about it. You just got to get
Yeah.
your foot in the door. But that
Yeah.
means you're operating under your social security number. So when you go open that bank
Hmm.
account, it's going to have your name and your business name, and it's going to be open
Hmm.
with your social.
Okay.
At least you got a business bank account. Start rolling. Now it's going, I
Yeah.
think it's $54, 50 something dollars to register it. And then I think it's like
Hmm.
$50 that you got to give to the city of Jacksonville to
Oh,
get the
that, yeah,
paper.
I was just about to ask. Do I gotta
Yeah.
pay them when I
And
go
then
take
everybody
it?
try and get a little cut.
Okay. Right. Everybody.
It is. So with that, that's going to give you that document. Now you can take
Okay.
that to the bank and you can open up your bank account. I
Okay.
suggest BuyStar. They're not
Oh,
heavy on their fees and they're easy to open up business
mhm.
bank accounts.
Okay. Yeah, I have a account with them already.
Okay,
So
that makes it much easier
yeah.
to open up. I'm getting a little bit warm. Let me turn on my fan right
Yeah,
quick.
it is still it's
All right,
warm outside.
it is.
Mhm.
1 second. Be right back.
Okay.
Your next step is going to be a LLC.
Okay. Yeah,
Now with the LLCs, I don't register my own. I know someone that'll
mm-hmm.
register that does it for you because they're more
Okay.
complicated. With the LLC, they're going to give you what they
Mm.
call LLC is a limited liability corporation.
Okay. Hmm.
But now what that does is that separates you and your business. With an limited
Okay.
liability corporation, you'll receive what they call an EIN. An
Okay. Yeah.
EIN is like a social security number for your business. So
Hmm.
now that means you are you and your business is its own entity.
Okay.
The
So
good,
when would you suggest that to happen? Because I know you said, I'm starting out and then I'm opening up my account and all that
yeah,
with
I would
me in the
suggest
business.
once you get once you get you it depends on when you want to pay for it, really and honestly.
Okay.
It depends on
Okay.
your steps. Deciding on
Gotcha.
how far you want to go with this thing.
Okay.
If you started cleaning houses and you don't know if you really feeling it or you having to get your
Hmm.
employees and stuff together, chill on that. Because what I
Hmm.
did was
Okay.
I did my LLC, I did my sole proprietor in October of
Hmm.
2015. I
Hmm.
didn't get but I started working in 2014 doing cleaning. So I
Gotcha.
didn't get
Okay.
my LLC to mid 2016.
Okay.
But then again, I didn't know what it was. There was no
Right.
like
You just was
business
getting.
mentorships and
Hmm.
all of that stuff too. I had to fiddle
Right.
my way around. Sorry, I'll come back out. I had to fiddle my way around with a lot of it because
Yeah.
when I started, even in 2015 and 14, YouTube wasn't as big at all.
Mm-mm.
YouTube really started getting big during the pandemic. So YouTube
Yeah.
wasn't as big. It wasn't as many female entrepreneurs. Most time you had realtors and
Yeah.
hairstylists. which is cool.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you didn't really have people that could help you or books out there. I just go on YouTube and start Googling. I'll go on. Google
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even that big. You know get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Google
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even really big. So I didn't know, but it cost. It's not, I mean, if you do it yourself, if you go on the
Yeah.
sunbiz.org, you can see where it says start a business, file an
Mm-hmm.
LLC. You can play with it and try to file it if you like. I
Okay.
just never have because it just got a
Gotcha.
little
So,
complicated. And I'm like, I'm trying to
yeah.
clean. If I'm trying to,
Right. You have.
yeah, if I'm trying to do
You
the
didn't have
business,
time for all that.
yeah, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of losing money trying to learn how
Yeah.
to do this. When I could pay
Right. Yeah.
somebody, if I'm making the money, I can pay somebody to do that for me and it's done correctly. And now I'm not at
Right.
my laptop for 5 hours trying to figure it out. And then it come back
Mm-hmm.
wrong when I could have been in a house or two and made the
Yeah.
money and let people. That's a
Exactly.
delegation thing too. One
Yeah.
thing about business, you will learn to delegate because you can't do everything. But
Yeah.
so I didn't, we started working in 14. I didn't do the
Mm-hmm.
Sun Biz to October. I remember it was my birthday, October 30th, 2015. And then
Okay.
mid 16 somewhere, I got the LLC. The
Okay.
advantage to the LLC is now at some point, because you have that EIN number, you can
Mm-hmm.
apply for credit with that number. Just like with you can
Okay.
apply for credit at Navy Federal with your social.
Mm-hmm.
You can apply
Yeah.
for credit at Sam's, Home Depot, any of those places with the EIN. The one
Okay.
thing about the EIN is the more mature, the more eligible it is to get credit. Trump is in office now, so
Okay.
things are all in a ruckus. So it ain't like it was a couple of years ago. But anyway, still,
I don't
they're not giving the
know.
credit like they was when Obama was out. Now it's just
Yeah,
the economy is just jacked. But
it is.
it's still the economy gonna go up and down forever.
Mm-hmm.
The older your EIN, the better.
Okay.
Because now that's when they really establish you as a business owner. It's the date that that
Right.
EIN is effective.
So it's basically like they trust in you because you're taking it serious, like your business
Correct.
a little
Correct.
older. Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the when the business actually starts. And then what you have
Okay.
to do is every year you're going to have to renew that EIN. It's like
Okay.
137, 40 something dollars. I don't care if you stop doing your business. You keep that EIN. Let's say
Okay.
you let's say you was doing cleaning for a year and now you're
Mm-hmm.
really doing the radiology. You decide I'm gonna do
Mm-hmm.
radiology. Keep that
Mm-hmm.
EIN because,
Okay.
and this is something I'm gonna double back on something too. Because what happens is you might decide you want to open up another business or you want to go and do
Mm-hmm.
radiology
Mm-hmm.
on your own. You want to do something on your own. You
Mm-hmm.
can go and use that same LEIN, that same business, and start running your new business under that name. Now it's gonna look
Oh.
like you've been open for 10 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
And what you do is, this is something I did not know. The best thing to do is not to name your business what you do. Like
Mm.
Kitty's Custom Cleaning LLC.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kitty's Custom Cleaning LLC because when I did it in 2016, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a mentorship. My
Mm-hmm.
mentor taught me that in 2020. Fortunately, cleaning is not considered high risk, so it works.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
honestly, I could really not run anything else under cleaning because I can't
Yeah.
say Kitty's truck maintenance. I'm doing truck maintenance, but I'm saying Kitty's
Mm-hmm.
custom cleaning. It makes it
Cleaning.
really
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
Let's go with this here. My Kitty's car rentals. The
Mm-hmm.
LLC is actually in Watley Consulting.
Oh.
I
Okay.
purchased the fictitious name Kitty's Car Rentals so that nobody could buy that name and I can call myself Kitty's Car Rentals. But the true
Mm-hmm.
name with the bank account and with the state and everything is N. Watley Consulting. And I don't do a doing business as Kitty's Car Rentals. No. Kitty's Car Rentals
Got it.
is just a strict nickname. Just like
Got it.
my name is Nikita Watley with the credit
Mm-hmm.
bureau, I'm Nikita Watley with my creditors, I'm Nikita Watley with school. That's my real
Yeah.
name. The nickname is Kitty. That's just
Got it.
on for the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, being said that, let's just say I stopped doing car rentals.
Mm-hmm.
The LLC name is in Watley Consulting. So now I can go over here and start doing something totally different 10 years from now and run it under in
Mm-hmm.
Watley Consulting. And that LLC would have been open since 2021.
Oh, okay.
You
So
get me?
basically, you got two LLCs, the custom cleaning and then the Nikita Watley.
Yeah. In Watley.
Okay.
I honestly have about 8 or 9 of them. But
Oh,
because what happens is
but yeah.
every business has to have its own EIN. Just like every child you
Okay.
have their own social. A business is a child. They have
Yeah.
their own
Okay.
EIN. So yes, you have to renew them every year and you have to pay for them. You have to get them a bank account, just like you have to do with your children. You have to help them get a bank
Mm-hmm.
account. Everybody have their own social. You have to help them build their credit. You have to do the same
Yeah.
thing with your business. But with those different EINs, you can get credit on every single one of them.
Got it. Okay.
You get what I'm
I see what
saying?
you're saying.
They're their
Yeah.
own because they're their own
Yeah.
business. I can't co-mingle cleaning and car rental. They're so
Yeah.
opposite that my accountant would just be mad. That's an audit problem right there.
Right. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You could co-mingle
Mm-hmm.
if you did cleaning and laundry. You can co-mingle those because at the end of the
Because
day,
they
a lot
go
of
hand
times,
in hand.
yeah, you at the people's house doing laundry
Mm-hmm.
sometimes while you clean it.
Yeah.
Ah, let's just say laundry was a separate thing, but you could co-mingle those because they kind of go together.
Right. Yeah.
But if you want
Okay.
to, you could separate them and do them separately too, just depending on how big they get.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
Just
I say
depends on how it is.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So with your fictitious name, the fictitious name is just a nickname, being honest.
Okay.
It's just a nickname because it's not an LLC. I purchased
Mm-hmm.
them. I mean, you can get going and you can get your business going. And now you go to
Yeah.
the bank, boom, boom, boom. When you get that fictitious name and you only have that and you open your bank account, what's going to happen
Mm.
is when you get the LLC, they're going to close down that fictitious name bank account. But that's so I'm gonna call it the
Okay.
sole proprietor bank account because now they're
Okay.
saying you're an LLC that outweighed the sole proprietor. This is when you
Yeah, because
actually
your name isn't connected to it
correct.
anymore. Like your
Correct.
social. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to close down that other account, but you just get all
Okay.
your bank statements because you still were using it as a business bank account, and that's still to your advantage
Right.
when you start
Okay.
doing your taxes, you know?
Got it.
So that's the
Okay.
main thing with that. Just it's just levels to it. And that's when
Yeah.
you can start. Let me show you I'm gonna show you. Oh, I'm still screen sharing. I thought I wasn't. Ooh. Well, I want to
Yeah,
screen
it's
share
still
now.
up.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Where did it go? Look at me. I'm me and Zoom. Oh, stop. Let me stop. Start over. Start over.
There
Okay. Share. There you go.
you go.
All right. I'm going to show you. Let me open this up. A Schedule C right quick. Just Google.
Okay.
A Schedule C is what when I was telling you about the stuff that if you run it through your business bank account and they allow you to write
Mm-hmm.
it off. This is
Mm-hmm.
you'll file a Schedule C, and I'll show you what I mean on why you need to get your gas, pay your employees, purchase your supplies,
Okay.
and all of that stuff through your business bank account.
Okay.
Receipt tax form. And this is something that your accountant will do. Let me just see if I can make one big. Let me just do this. Let me go AI mode. But you at least can see it. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get one to come up. Let's go back to all schedule C. Bam. You want me to pay for that one? Hold on. I just want to see if I'm
Mm-mm.
good. Oh, oh, sorry. Trying to get one to pull up. Hey.
Yes, you just want a sample.
Ah, what? I'm going to the IRS. How about that?
Yeah, they probably don't.
Hold on. Hold on for me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the IRS. Not smaller. Look at me. Now, oh, I'm coming back.
Okay.
Me and this screen.
It's still being
IRS.
fair.
IRS. Schedule C. That's it. Ah, IRS.gov. Let me see if I can find one. Forms. How about I just do a search? Schedule C. A Schedule C is like a profit or loss. It is a profit or loss. Oh, get back. Bam. What's it stuck? All right, boom, here we go. Went to the
Okay.
IRS. This came on up. See,
Mm-hmm.
this is why you want to pay everything out your business bank account. Because
Okay.
as you can see, gross receipts, that's going to be the money that you put in there. That's going to be your
Mm-hmm.
cash, checks, cash app, Zelle, all of that. Now, he going to
Okay.
go through all of this, but let's look at part two. The money that you spend on our advertising, car and truck expenses, such as your tires, your oil changes. Now, when you go to work,
Oh.
you can't write off anything
Mm-mm.
that has to do with your car, your tires, your oil changes. But when
Right.
you working with your business, you get to write off all those expenses. If you had commissions and fees,
Okay.
remember I said 1099, that's your contract labor.
Mm-hmm.
They're contractors. So what you paid
Okay.
them, what you paid Mary, go in right here. Now they can get you, they'll
Okay.
know depletion and depreciation. That's like your vacuum cleaners and stuff. That's more with them. If you had to pay an
Okay.
employee benefit program, your insurance other than health, your car insurance, you get a percentage of that
Mm.
written off.
Oh.
Interest, that got to see instructions. If you had a mortgage on your building that you use for your business, there it goes, there's
Mm-hmm.
there. Legal and
Okay.
professional services, the amount of money you paid him or her to do your taxes, you get to write it off.
Oh. A
See that?
lot of write-off.
A lot of them. That's why
Mm-hmm.
many people, once you see that, you like, oh. This is stuff you don't,
Right.
and the normal person don't get to write off.
No, not at all.
Your
Not
office,
even half of this stuff.
none of that stuff.
None of it.
Your office expenses, your rent, vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
machinery and equipment, other business properties, repairs and maintenance, supplies. When you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or wherever, your
Mm-hmm.
supplies, your taxes and licenses, like the money that you use to get your LLC,
Mm-hmm.
you pay for
That.
that.
Oh.
Travel and meals. I pay for everything I
Mm.
eat out of my business bank account. I
Right. You
really,
get that
it's
right off.
meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deductible meals. They'll figure it out. You just your utilities that you paid at the place that you lease. Are you paying a mortgage
Okay.
on? If you did
Okay.
10, if you did W-2 wages, energy efficient, other stuff, but you get to write off a lot. It'll be percentages of it,
Yeah.
but it's stuff that normally you just wouldn't. And if you paid it out of your
Yeah.
personal account, you wouldn't be able to use any of these deductions. Well, I'm
Okay.
not gonna say you can't, but
It's,
what would happen is they're not going to really use your personal account. You would have to have all
mm-hmm.
them receipts. You ever seen them people talking about how they come with all these big old bag of receipts?
Yeah.
If I was an accountant now, I hate to see them coming. I just turn them away because you got to
I
go
know.
through and
Yeah.
that big old bag of receipts, meaning you will have to separate all your receipts into these categories and then tally them up.
Mm.
But
Oh
if you're
yeah,
doing
that's
it
a
through your
lot.
business bank account, they can take and run it through QuickBooks or whatever they're using, and it'll separate
Mm-hmm.
it all. Like they'll log into your bank account, and each one of your bank statements, they'll run it through their electronic system, and it'll start separating it
Mm-hmm.
all out. And it'll do all that for you.
Okay.
You don't need to keep receipts when you're paying it out your business
Got
bank
it.
account. And then let's just
Okay.
say you paying Mary, and her cash app is Sexy M411. It'll be a log of Sexy M411 because they won't know who that is. And then they'll come
Right.
back to you and
Yeah.
they'll ask, and you say, "Oh, that's Mary's Cash App where I paid her,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how much I paid her, and it's adding up. It equals." Because
Okay.
Cash Apps, they still show us the Cash App name, Sexy M411.
Uh-huh.
And so some of the stuff it won't read, but because you're doing it through your business bank account, you'll kind of know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you went to a food truck and they can't really figure it out, it might come out, it used to come out like a version of the food truck name. And they might say, "What's this?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I had lunch. I took the team out for lunch," and they'll put it in the meal.
Yeah. Okay.
That's one of the main reasons you want
Okay.
to use that bank account.
Yeah. You
Yes.
can track everything.
Track everything.
Mm-hmm.
It makes life much more
Yeah.
simple for you as a business owner. And when you doing when you tracking the income, you want to make sure you keep up with that year to date every single time you pay Mary. Because if you don't, and
Mm-hmm.
you just keeping up with the amount, but not the year to date, you got to go through that thing and tally it all up.
Got it. Yeah.
So you might have paid her 30 times, and you got to go and tally it all up to the amount. But if you tally it up every single time,
Yeah. You
it's
don't have to worry about all that.
correct. Make it easier
Mm-hmm.
on yourself. Just things like
Yeah.
that.
So
So,
would you do the same thing like for me, by like if I'm doing it by myself, would I pay myself too and still have all that?
well, really, what you do is when you're doing it by yourself right now,
Mm-hmm.
the money that you send into your own bank account, they'll kind of
Mm-hmm.
consider paying yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So you can look at it like that. Is
Okay.
that's how they consider it. They don't expect you to run like this big old corporation from the jump. Even
Okay.
I'm still in the beginning phase and I done been in it 10 years. They don't expect me to
Gotcha.
run it like that. You get what I'm saying? The main
Yeah.
thing you do
Okay.
is just don't pull out cash.
Okay.
But when you
Okay.
start thinking about it, a lot of this stuff is the stuff you would have used to pay yourself. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Honestly.
Your car note, your
Mm-hmm.
gas, your tires, your oil changes, your meals.
Yeah.
It's the stuff you would have been paying yourself. But you just
Yeah.
swiping it out your business bank account. So you really don't end up
Mm-hmm.
having to, I mean, you do have still have to pay your rent, you know what I mean, your rent or your
Yeah,
mortgage or where
yeah.
you live at. But a lot of it that you would have been at a job and it would have went to your personal
Mm-hmm.
bank account and then you would have paid Navy Federal for your car. You would have paid
Yeah.
Precision Tooling for your oil changes. You would have swiped it out your personal account.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
instead,
yeah.
you paying it out your business account. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Make it a lot easier.
it does. It does. You have any
Especially
questions
when it's
about
time
that?
to file the taxes and stuff.
Exactly. Oh, let me give you another little tidbit, another little just on the
Okay.
entrepreneurial mind. One thing about it is, when you think about it, you go all year without paying taxes. Think
Mm-hmm.
about this. You go from January 1st of 2025 to April
Mm-hmm.
15th of 2026, not paying taxes. Nobody's
Right.
not getting paid and they taking taxes out of it at all.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they be talking about like who paying for the food stamps and who paying for this and who paying for that, really right then it ain't you because you ain't put in.
Mm, right.
So you go from January 1st, 2025 to April 15th, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
You have the option to file an extension to October 15th, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So you pretty near went 2 years without paying taxes.
Got
Then
it.
you did everything through your business bank account and you get all these deductions,
Mm-hmm.
which lower the amount that you will pay.
Ah,
That's the reason for the
okay.
deduction. So you go pretty near 2 years without putting in, and then you
Mm-hmm.
keep up with all of this, which super lowers the amount that you would pay. So it would behoove you
Okay.
to use your business bank account so that you don't have to come back and pay these big old $10,000 in taxes
Right, right.
because you
Yeah,
didn't put in all year.
exactly. Okay.
You do
That
it
makes
this way,
sense.
you might drop that
Yeah.
thing down to 1,000. You don't get a
Mm,
refund, but then again, you don't need a refund because you didn't put in.
exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And
That
then what
makes
happens
sense.
is when you get a refund, they give you dollar for dollar. When
Mm-hmm.
you owe them, they charge you interest.
Uh, so
I
that's why I
feel
be, yeah.
I was like, all them years never thinking about it. I'm like, when I owe you, because you had my money and you took more than you
Right.
needed to, but you didn't give me
Mm-hmm.
interest on my money that you was using the whole time. But when I
Exactly.
owe you, well, when you owe me, I don't get no interest. But when I owe you, you charge
Yeah,
me interest.
that's
So
crazy.
that's why
If you think about it, that's crazy.
that's why you write it, you run everything through your business bank account so you can not hardly owe them
Yeah,
nothing and you didn't put in on it anyway. Because I was like,
yeah. I ain't
I
putting
don't know where they
in.
got that
Yeah,
money for them stamps from. They got it from them other people. It wasn't from me.
right.
And then when I pay you back, it's gonna be on a payment plan if it's a lot. But that's
Mm-hmm.
why it makes sense to run your business through your business bank account. So it's not like you
Yeah.
trying to. Some people think I don't want to put my money there because they gonna try to take it in taxes and this, and you trying to hide your money. One
Mm-hmm.
thing about it too
Yeah.
is when you go to apply for business loans, they gonna want to see your business bank account. If you're not running your
Mm-hmm.
thing through your business bank account, they're not gonna consider you for them loans. So now you got this
Yeah.
EIN that you're paying for that you have for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have
Yeah.
the bank account to back up what you say you're doing,
Yeah.
you don't have the tax returns to back up to what you say you're doing. So
Yeah.
now you can't get these loans. Remember, the EIN is
Mm-hmm.
you can get a loan with it and a loan on your own, on your social.
Yeah. You gotta build that trust with them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you pull out a bank
Mm-hmm.
statements and you pulling out tax returns, you a real
Mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you real. And then you don't went almost 2 years
Yeah.
without paying taxes. And then
Yeah,
sometimes they'll
you
have a
have.
hurricane come through and they'll push the taxes back again. But this is stuff that the average
That's even
person
better.
who happened to file by April 15, they don't know because it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter to them. But like
Right.
we had a
Yeah.
hurricane last year and I didn't file.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hurricane came and I was supposed to file in October last year, no, not
Mm-hmm.
2020, like 2024. And they pushed it
Or yeah.
again to like February.
Oh. So yeah, that's almost like you said, 2 years.
2 years and some change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that stuff, a lot of times people be, like I was too, and it ain't nothing wrong with it at
Yeah.
all. When I get my taxes, I get my W-2, I go down and file my taxes, get my money, and I pay my bills up and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But on this
Mm-hmm.
end, I make my money, I spend my money, then I take a
Mm-hmm.
year and a half to figure out how not to pay taxes on it.
Right. Yeah.
The other way around, I made my money, they took their part, I lived on the
Mm-hmm.
rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you make your money, you live on it, and then you try to figure out through your bank account and these taxes how to
Mm-hmm.
minimize how much taxes you're gonna pay on it. And you done sat on it for almost 2 years.
Yeah. And that's enough time
Yeah,
to figure it out by then.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So just food for
Yeah.
thought, you know what I mean?
That's good. I didn't
On
even know that.
Yeah. And then these
Mm-hmm.
that we're going over right now, that's any business, not just the cleaning business. That's just business,
Right.
period.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that's why I
wow.
say at the fundamental core, they're all the same.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
they just different names and different things that you're doing.
Yeah. Correct. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So at the fundamental core, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Main thing is when
Yep.
you get that LLC.
Okay.
Okay. Like, okay, Kitty Boo 360, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
What's Kitty Boo? Kitty Boo 360 is just a fictitious name. It was, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
360 Booth, I know is gonna be was gonna be considered high risk because nobody knew what it was. So if I'd have said Kitty
Yeah.
Boo 360 LLC and I went to buy, started opening an account, like, what is
What's
that?
that?
And
Right.
they sometimes if they consider a business high risk, they won't open a bank account. Now you pay to get this
Mm-hmm.
LLC and they consider your business high risk and they won't open you an account. So
Oh,
now
okay.
you can't even run the business through the bank account because these
Yep.
banks won't open it. Car rentals is considered high risk. So that's why I could not name it.
Okay.
So with Kitty Boo 360, that LLC is Watley Enterprise Group LLC.
Got it.
And I have a bank account for it. I'm not even using that
Okay.
LLC right now, or the bank account. But let's just say
Oh.
something comes up. I got this
Mm-hmm.
LLC that's aged, that's getting age on it because I opened it in like 2021. It's getting age on it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a new business. And let's just say I want to, I don't know, start putting down tile or something. I can run it under
Yeah.
Wiley Enterprise Group. And it'll look like that business has been going on since 2021 because that's how old the EIN is and the bank account is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's smart.
So that's just another
Yeah.
food for thought on that for you.
Okay.
Because
Just in case if I want to open like another business or
yeah, you
something.
want to switch over.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes
Mm-hmm.
life get the life in and you can't run your business right then. But
Yeah.
you keep that bank account open, you keep that LLC
Mm-hmm.
active, and then you get your stuff back in order where, okay, I had a baby, got to take care of my baby. Now my baby is
Yeah.
2. I can go back and start doing something. And it could be something else. And you run it under
Mm-hmm.
that current
Yeah.
LLC. Now it look like you've been in business all that time to your creditors and to
Yeah,
your,
you
you know what I
wouldn't.
mean, to people you want to try
Yeah.
to get stuff from. Just
Okay.
yes.
That's some good stuff right there. Didn't even know about none of this.
Yeah, and it's just once you think about it, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
that's how I had to do. I was like, and it took me years to find all of this. This stuff was trial and error because it wasn't out there like that.
Yeah,
And even if some of
yeah,
it was, I didn't know where to go.
exactly.
One thing that I would recommend too is to start listening to business podcasts,
Okay.
listening to business books, listening to self-improvement podcasts and books also. Because one thing about entrepreneurship, they call it, and it is one of the
Hmm.
biggest self-improvement lessons that you will ever have in your life.
Mm,
It
okay.
is because one thing about it, people gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take it when you did, like, let's say you go to a house and you was cleaning and you thought you did
Hmm.
a good job, but then you realize you missed something, some things or whatever.
Yeah.
You got to take the
Hmm.
criticism with grace, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
have to go back with grace and figure out what I could do better. Where did I go wrong? Was I tired?
Hmm.
Was I using awesome as degreaser instead of simple green or the purple degreaser?
Mm,
Awesome is okay, but it's really not all of that.
yeah.
So sometimes it could be your products, but you cannot take it
Okay.
personally. It hurts, it stings, like ah.
Yeah.
But you have to say,
You thought you did your best, but
what's
they
not
thought
left?
otherwise.
And you'll
Hmm.
have to take that, and
Hmm.
you can't take it personally. Some people gonna be nice about it, some people gonna be
Yeah.
nasty about it. You just
Yeah.
have to take it how it comes, and then woo-saw you and get past your
Hmm.
emotions. And then what could I do different? And then sometimes you might not, it might not have been you. It
Yeah.
just, but you have to take that. You're gonna have to take working with different people and giving them constructive criticism and how
Hmm.
to address it constructively without coming off
Yeah.
mean or without coming off too scared to tell them.
Right.
Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, if you don't give them the constructive criticism, your business is going to have to, re, well, it's going to be repercussions to your business.
Yeah.
Because if you know
Yeah.
Mary going in and she's not, even if she's trying to do her best, and you see something she
Yeah.
could do a little different, you're going to have to
Hmm.
tell her. But you don't want to seem
Yeah.
like a bossy bia,
Yeah.
but you're going to have to,
Micromanaging and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but you're going to have to be stern
Hmm.
about it in the right
Yeah.
way. And that's why I say, I'm going to give you a couple books that I find very
Okay.
helpful at the beginning. And I tell you things such as self-improvement things, self-improvement podcasts and books, because you're going to have to
Mhm.
improve internally and grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
going to have to grow
Hmm.
internally to be able to,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot
Yeah.
because
Self-improvement is a lot, but
yes, and then sometimes the work
yeah.
is just a lot. Because you got to go
Yeah.
home, you got to keep up with that bank account, you got to keep up with what you paid this person, you got to keep up with this person
Hmm.
over here complaining, you got to keep up with, okay,
Yeah.
I got to make Google reviews, okay, bank calling, tire went out and I'm on my way to the client. So now I got to tell the client
Hmm.
if I can make it or not, or I'm trying to make it, but I need to call the mechanic at the same time, and I don't like to be late. Or you get
Hmm.
to a person's house and your car break down at the house and you parked in
Oh
the
yeah.
driveway. So you got to get
Yeah.
somebody to the starter don't went out or tire flat.
Hmm.
It's just a lot of
Something.
ifs and buts that
Yeah.
can occur. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it makes you where you have to really be self in tune because
Hmm.
you don't want to freak out. You and Mary, y'all
Right.
let somebody house and your car break down. Mary catches the bus. You on the south side,
Hmm.
y'all need to get back to Sherwood. And then she needed to be on
Hmm.
the 7 o'clock bus. But the car broke down
Yeah.
and you're on the south side. So you need to figure out who's gonna help you get this car. You're gonna pay out of your pocket to Uber Mary over there and just let her go
Yeah.
home and Uber her home. How you gonna get your car? Is you gonna get it towed? How you gonna get out
Yeah.
these people's yard? It's just it can be a
A
lot.
lot. Yeah.
So I don't want
Anything can happen.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't want
Mhm.
it to seem like a cakewalk because it is not.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of better than I
Yeah.
was, but it has been times where I was like, what the heck am I doing?
What did I get
It was
myself
when I went to
into?
work, at least I went, they told me what to do. I did it, I did it, I did it. I went home and I had a guaranteed check.
Mhm.
Now
Exactly.
I don't have no money. And then we just made
Mhm.
$150 and I just spent $40 on an Uber to get married home. And now I need to get this tire fixed.
And that's an extra money.
Yes. And the rent due
Mhm.
tomorrow because it's the 31st and it's got to be paid on the first.
Yep.
So that's just
Yeah.
things like that
That's
that you really have to think about. And let me give you these three books that I found
okay.
very helpful. And what I do is I use my cleaning time as
Mhm.
classroom time. So I put my earbuds
Okay.
on and I listen to books on audio. I use Audible, but the
Mhm.
library now has audio books where you can check them out and things like that too.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I use that as my time to learn, my time to
Okay.
enhance my skills, my time to work on my self-improvement. So music is fine, but
Yeah.
I don't grow from it.
Right. Yeah.
The
Because I was
thing is,
gonna say that's what I do when I'm cleaning. I play music, but like you said, that's class like learning
yeah.
while you cleaning. That could be your class
That's be
time.
your classroom time. While you're in
Mhm.
your car, that's your classroom time. So now you don't
Yeah.
have to take special time out to say, okay, now I'm gonna sit here and I'm
Right.
gonna read this book. You've been cleaning all day. You
Time
tired.
that you don't have.
You
Right.
did a half a page in.
Nodding
But
off.
if you use that as your classroom time, because the more you
Yeah.
self-improve you and the more knowledgeable you get, the more you
Mhm.
can put into your business.
Right.
Because now you
Yeah.
know and you learning things, and that's helping your business grow. Your business can only grow
Mhm.
as much as you grow. If you
Yeah.
don't self-improve, that business cannot grow. That's
Got
the
it.
same, just like with radiology. If
Mhm.
you don't study and you keep failing, you will not graduate. So how you gonna get a
Nope.
job? If you don't improve on yourself, your business cannot grow. The thing about that
Nope.
is there's nobody making you do it. When you're in
Yeah.
school, they're making you do it. When you are on your
Mhm.
own, nobody is making you do it. So there's no pressure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you have to be disciplined enough to say, okay, even though I'm not getting a grade out of this, I know that
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it will enhance my skills, which will enhance my money.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody making you do it, and you ain't gonna get no certificate for it. And that's
But
one of the reasons that
hey, at the end of the day,
yes, that's why
yeah.
entrepreneurship is one of the best
Mhm.
self-development that you'll ever do because you have to do things that nobody's making you do. You have to do them because you know
Yeah.
that they're going to make you better. You have to do them because you know you're not going to get a
Mhm.
certificate. But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
you're self-improving you. That's how many
Yeah.
businesses get stifled because the owner won't grow.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
so
what I'm
true.
saying? The owner,
Mhm.
when the owner won't, you like, I've been going to this restaurant for 10 years and this thing look exactly the same.
The same.
You ain't changed the seat, you ain't put
Nope.
no towel down, you ain't blew the bathroom,
Nope.
you ain't enhanced the menu. You
Mm-mm.
should be putting into your business. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna get
Yeah.
it right up. You can write it off. You can see it right there on the schedule
Yeah.
C.
Mhm.
But
You
it
can go
won't.
ahead and write all that stuff off that you've been proving.
And if you
But
look at businesses like, look at McDonald's. About
mhm.
every 5 years, McDonald's redid their buildings. Yes, they got money
Yeah.
like that, but you can see,
Mhm.
start paying attention to them. They used to have the
Yeah.
hamburger and stuff out there, then they did it a different way. Now they buy gray.
Right.
Taco Bells are gray now, which I don't like, but
Right.
still. They
Mm-mm.
re they revamp their businesses. They go back
Yeah.
in and redo the exterior and do some stuff on the interior, go through,
Mhm.
see what's working on the menu, see what's not working on the menu, see what used to work. Maybe I can put that back
Yeah.
and take this out. That's the stuff you have
Mhm.
to
They do
do.
that a lot too. Take stuff
Yes,
off, put it back.
pay
Yeah.
attention to that stuff now.
Mhm.
And that stuff that
Yeah.
you will have to do. You have
Yeah.
to say, okay, you know what? maybe this was this, maybe I go in and revamp this a little bit, update my
Mm-hmm.
pricing because I don't seem like I'm making enough. Change your pricing.
Yeah.
Go through there and say, okay, I might need to go up on the price of an oven, just different stuff because gas constantly going
Mm-hmm.
up, everything going
Yes.
up. You have to
Everything.
look at it like that. But the books
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
The first book I read, which was really helpful to me, is called The Brand Called You.
So brand.
And it's on Audible. And I still remember the author's name. It was Peter Montoya.
Okay.
See, I can screen share. Screen share. Because you're a brand.
Yeah.
And so
You're
it's
the
the
brand.
brand, you're the brand. It's the
Mm-hmm.
brand called you. Like one thing with my brand, let me see. Google. Let me just get out here right quick. Google. It goes through that brand, it goes through it's about personal branding, but it's got a lot of you'll find it very, very helpful. But it goes through like
Yeah.
colors and it tells you
Mm-hmm.
why, what colors do what, like for cleaning. I remember these
Mm-hmm.
colors. Red was eye-catching.
Okay.
Fuchsia is a form of red. It catches your eye.
Right.
White is clean.
Mm-hmm.
Black is luxury. Because you see most limousines
Mm-hmm.
are black.
Yeah. Black.
Most time
Mm-hmm.
Obama and them getting inside a black GMC is considered
Yeah.
luxury. White, when you see something white, you think of clean.
Yeah. Here. Yeah.
Red is eye-catching. It catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
My colors are fuchsia, white, and black.
Okay.
But it goes through like colors that make you hungry, colors that make you somber. It goes through a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
It goes through a lot.
Okay.
But it's called The Brand Called You because it's about branding you. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
And that's something that you'll have to get into.
Yeah.
Like, one day
Yeah.
you want to come up with you a logo. You want to come up with some good colors. You know what I mean? You come up,
Mm-hmm.
you'll know why what color means what and the details behind it, you know?
Yeah.
So let me see. The brand.
Everything has meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The brand called you. Images. This is it right here. This one that I'm hovering over. The
Oh, the red one.
yes, that
Okay.
brand called you. You could purchase the book, but it's also on Audible. Audible is owned by Amazon. Audible
Okay.
is $15 a month. Your first book is
Mm-hmm.
free. It's $15 a month and it comes with a book credit. I'm
Okay.
probably on, I just been doing them for years. Let me see. And you can pay for them from your business account. It's
That's
continue
even
learning,
better.
learning.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
It's continue learning.
It is.
Let me see. Library, audio books. I have 174 titles in here. Because one thing when you
Oh, that's
start
good.
listening to books and reading books, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of authors will start talking about other authors. And they'll say, in this book, I
Okay.
read this, da da da. I put them on pause sometime and I'll go and look up that book to see if
Yeah.
it's on Audible. And I'm like, if this person taught this person, maybe I need to read this book.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
noticed that a lot with Tyler Perry, Oprah, and Maya Angelou. They reference each other in a lot
Okay.
of books, and TD Jakes. Them four reference each other a
Okay.
lot in their books. I
Okay.
noticed that.
So
But
they just be learning from each other.
they do. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They learn from each other.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou is deceased now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
TD Jakes, Oprah
Right.
Winfrey, and Tyler, they quote a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Maya and they quote a lot of each other.
Okay. And
So
that's
that's,
good.
yeah,
You
that's a
you
good
never
one.
know too, like you never know too much.
You never
You're
know.
always learning. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is, it's going to be three. The next one is
Okay.
um The Power of Broke.
Well,
This book, I really like it. because it tells you, it talks about all of these big companies that were actually small companies that you think were just big. Like, I just thought Under Armour was a big old thing. Under Armour started
Yeah.
off with a man who was playing football in college, and he got tired of, he said that, when they were having the pads, they go in for
Mhm.
halftime, they
Mhm.
t-shirts would be soaking wet. And you got to
Mm.
take off the jersey, take off the thing, what do you call it?
Yeah.
The
The
stuff.
shoulder pads.
You got to take off the shoulder
Yeah.
pads, take off all them wet shirts while also
Mhm.
trying to listen to the coaches. And because it was so
Ah.
much, what he did was he searched for some fabric. He had a Chinese lady sew him up some
Mhm.
shirts, which are now known as dry. It's a lot in between, but that's how
Right.
dry fit
Yeah.
started. They started dry fit.
Oh wow.
All because he said he was taking off all that stuff and he just couldn't hear. And everybody taking off all
Yeah.
that stuff because the t-shirts would be soaking wet. So
Mhm.
that's how it came up with dry fit. And it's a lot in
Oh
between.
wow.
And then one time he got so low on his money, he called himself
Mhm.
gonna go gamble and double his
Oh
money
Lord.
and lost it all. He couldn't even make it across the Brooklyn Bridge because he had no money.
Oh Jesus.
Talk about,
It's
I thought I was gonna gamble my money and make it, and he
no.
lost the whole thing.
Lord
Money couldn't get
Jesus.
across the bridge. But you
Oh
find
my
out a
God.
lot. But what they're saying is the gist of it is there's power in not having money because
Yeah.
now you use your resources very wisely.
Mhm.
Like one example
Yeah.
he gave was he said these people had this money to make a cupcake factory, like a cupcake store.
Mhm.
And so they made this
Mhm.
beautiful cupcake store, making all these cupcakes, and everything was so nice, but they didn't
Mhm.
research the neighborhood. The neighborhood was like a vegan
Mhm.
neighborhood. Everybody was health conscious. They out there jogging and riding their bikes. So what they did is they
Uh,
opened up this cupcake store in a neighborhood, and the cupcake store closed down because people didn't do the research on the neighborhood. Because they had so much
it,
money, they didn't have to think about doing the research. They just thought it would work.
right.
But
Uh-huh.
when you don't have money like that, you start looking at everything first.
Yeah,
Wait a
you
minute.
do.
Do that. You at the storefront before you open it, and you see people jogging back and forth. Do you
Right.
really think they're gonna do cupcakes? Maybe fruit, but
No,
not cupcakes.
no.
But it's a lot of
Smoothie,
stories.
something like that.
Yes. And
Uh-huh.
this is Damon Johns, the one who started FUBU. He's the
Yeah, I
guy
was
that,
looking, I'm like, he looked familiar.
yes,
Okay.
Damon Johns. He gives the story of
Oh,
FUBU and everything in there, how he did it, what he had to do. It's a lot. It's varied. This one is,
yeah.
I would suggest listening to this one first because it's very
Okay.
informative and very entertaining. I mean, it gives you a lot. You're
Okay.
like, oh.
Right.
The brand call you, you have to want to listen to it because you need to know what's in it. Not every book is going to be
Hmm.
entertaining. Some of these books are
Yeah.
boring, but you know what you need. That's something like taking a class in
Hmm.
college. You don't
Yeah.
like it, but you know you
But you
need
know
it.
you gotta do it.
But
Hmm.
this one, I would suggest read that one first because it'll motivate you.
Okay.
You're like, okay,
Okay.
oh, and you listening to all these different stories. So this one is
Hmm.
really good.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
put a
on
star
Audible
by that.
also. And it might be really cheap on Audible where you don't even have to
Okay.
use your credit. Like right now, this book $5 somewhere.
Yeah, I seen it. It's five
But
dollars at Walmart.
yes.
Hmm.
And on Audible, I just love an audio book because I can clean and I can
Yeah.
listen. And then I
Yeah.
can listen again. And then the audio books inside Audible, they have spots where you can make clips and you can type in notes
Hmm.
and stuff. And you can
Oh, that's
bookmark
good.
stuff too. So you can bookmark it, what they was talking about, and it'll play it again.
Hmm.
And you stop it, type your notes in, and it'll be typed
Hmm.
in right at the same spot that you was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah. And the
Cause
last
I
one,
like audiobooks sometimes too. When
yeah,
I
use everything as a classroom.
hmm
The last one I'm going to suggest is about customer service, the Starbucks
okay.
experience. It's an
The
awesome
Starbucks.
customer service book.
And that's good too. And you're in business.
Yeah,
Because a
they
lot of people,
that one
they
is this
don't
one
have
is
that.
great with customer service. It takes you through how and why they are like they are, their ups and downs, their bumps, their closing, all this stuff. Stuff you just didn't
Mm,
know. Like for instance, you
yeah.
know how you go to Starbucks and they had a little
Hmm.
sleeve? At
Yeah.
one point, what they were doing was because the coffee was so hot, they were doubling cups. So everybody would get two cups.
Mhm.
That was running them to the poorhouse.
Yeah.
So they came up with this little cardboard sleeve until they can figure out how to make the cups hold the heat better.
Hmm.
Come to find out, everybody loved the sleeve and the sleeve worked, and you didn't have to improve the cup, you just add the sleeve. But they were
Wow.
doing
That
all
was
this
smart.
research to make better cups because giving everybody two cups was
Yeah, that was
just
smart.
expensive. So they had the
Hmm.
sleeve on it, just to hold, telling everybody, hold it right here.
Yeah.
And then they come to find out we was doing all this research on cups and we could just use the cheap sleeve. Now
The
everybody has a
solution was right
sleeve
there.
right there.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
just one that I remember out of that book, but that's a really good book also. It really
Okay.
is. Five
I'm gonna
Principles
get
for
that one too.
Training the Ordinary into Extraordinary. That's what it says.
The ordinance.
Yeah. So
Okay.
those are when you're working, just listen to those. Those three are good. I really do.
I sure will. I might listen to it before I even be working. Like you
Yeah.
just on my downtime or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like what I do in the morning, I get up and I do a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. And while I'm doing
Hmm.
paperwork, I listen to podcasts. I listen to books.
Yeah.
Like I love Mel Robbins. I love that white lady. She just has some awesome podcasts. Like she has a book
Yeah.
right now called The Let Them Theory. That Let Them
The
Theory will
let
change your
them
life.
hear.
Look, it came right on up. I listened to this
Oh,
book
it
two
must be
times.
possible.
It's basically about let people be. Sometimes you gotta chill
Yeah.
out. But it's so much more in depth than that. But it's really deep and it tells you how to let go and this and that. Like it's just really
Hmm.
good. And it's got so many scenarios and chapters and it's a life changer.
Okay.
It's a life changer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I just love this book, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And she has a podcast. And her
And what's
podcast,
this called?
Her podcast.
Hmm.
Just look her up on YouTube, Mel Robbins,
And she'll pop
M-E-L.
up.
Yeah, she'll
Okay.
pop up. This is her right here. Her.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a really good podcast. And then like the first book
Okay.
I read her first book, it was called The 5 Second Rule. And it was about like
Okay.
it was about the first thing that come to your mind is usually the right thing, and then you talk yourself out of it. So you
That's
count one,
me.
two, three,
I
four,
do that a
five,
lot.
and you do it.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
You know, I was like,
Okay.
oh, I should do that.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, if I do that, then this and that. Then you start talking yourself out of it.
Hmm.
You can either call
Yeah.
it the 5 second rule, or you can say the devil in your ear. God, you could be, if you're
Yeah.
spiritual, you'll say, God don't drop nothing on you for no reason at
Mm-mm.
all.
He don't.
He drop it on you, and then he allows the devil to come in and see where you stand. And that's when you usually call yourself
Hmm.
talking yourself out of it because you done got nervous or it don't really make sense or
Yeah.
people might not agree, da 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 da.
Hmm.
Or you could call it the 5 second rule. The first thing
Okay.
that came to your mind is usually the correct the thing to do. And you
Yeah.
usually back yourself up out of it. Nah, So that was an awesome
Hmm.
book. I read that alone. Listen to that. I don't know, 17, 18, something like that. I don't know. But she has good books.
Okay.
I really like listening to her.
I'll check that one out too. I
Yeah,
like a good audio book too.
me too.
Because sometimes I can't sit down and like sit and read the book. I just like to listen to it.
My goal is the knowledge.
Hmm.
And that's why I'll listen. Some people like, but I like to feel a book in my hand.
Yeah.
If you wait all day to feel the book in your hand and then you read 2 pages, you don't
You
have the
tired.
knowledge. My goal
Hmm.
is to have the knowledge. I don't need to feel the book in my hand. I can write notes
Yeah.
inside the audio book. I
Mm-hmm.
need the info because that info gonna help me make my money.
Exactly.
That info gonna help me
Yeah.
get over to Jamaica.
Okay. Exactly
You
right.
know what I'm saying? I need the info. I
Okay.
ain't worried about the book. People
Yeah.
act like it's noble to want to feel the book in your hand.
Right.
No.
You get the same knowledge from feeling the book or hearing it. It's the
And then
same
especially when
thing.
you listen to the author read a lot of these books. Like with Damon
Yeah.
John. Damon John,
Mm.
he's dyslexic. He
Oh.
can't read his own book because he's dyslexic. So his
Oh
book,
wow.
somebody listened to him tell his stories, do all of this stuff, and then they wrote it
Yeah.
out. He's dyslexic,
Oh wow.
but he still wrote a
Man.
book. And
But
like,
he still wrote, hey, that
yeah.
didn't stop him.
And what they said is oftentimes many people go into they're forced into entrepreneurship, which is not a bad thing at all. It's like if you have a
Mm-hmm.
learning disability, or let's just
Yeah.
say you have a criminal record and you can't get a job at certain
Mm-hmm.
places, you start working for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But in the long run, you just saw all them tax, all that stuff I just said about that Schedule C and them, they end up
Yeah.
doing better.
Exactly. Then a regular job.
Exactly. And then they end up being able to rely on themselves more so
Yeah.
than the other people. Like I listen to
Mm-hmm.
this man named Myron Golden all the time. He's a black guy named Myron. He
Mm-hmm.
said the hardest people to train in entrepreneurship and self-educate is people with college degrees because what they're used to doing is
Mm.
not failing. They're used to
Yeah.
not failing. The goal is to go to class, make an A, do it, and then you go to work.
Yep.
But in entrepreneurship, you have to get used to failing.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of them don't do it because when they fail at something, they feel like they let themselves down. They don't fail and learn the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Many of the other
Yeah.
people, such as you done had a criminal record, you dyslexic, you got, other
Okay.
stuff going on, you used to picking yourself back up and starting over.
Mm-hmm.
But when
Gotta do
you
what you have to do.
when you work that perfect path, you ain't used to picking yourself
Yeah.
back up, so you don't want to take the risk of it.
Yeah.
So he says the
It's
hardest people to train to be an entrepreneur, and if a lot of them don't, is those people,
yeah,
college
they don't.
educated,
Mm-mm.
which makes
They don't.
makes complete sense.
It really do. Now that you think about it.
Like you think about a
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers always complaining they don't make enough money.
Always.
Why don't you go and open up a tutoring academy where you don't have to depend on the system to pay
Mm-hmm.
you? You opening
Yep.
up a tutoring academy, you start tutoring kids at your kitchen table. Then it grows
Mm-hmm.
and it grows, and you learn how to open your LLC and your bank account, and you learn how to write off the pencils, the books, the hooked on phonics. And now you're
Yep.
actually helping kids learn how to read and don't have to stick to a curriculum that Duval County
Yep.
say you have to do. And you don't have to get paid 9 months out of the year and don't get paid for 3 months because
Three.
you can do it. You educated. You just learn entrepreneurship, and now you're still helping children.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of
You know what you
complaining
love to
about
do.
it,
Yeah.
do something about it. But it's easier to complain because you won't have to worry about failing, it not working,
Exactly.
not
Yep.
stepping out and saying, "Oh, I don't know how it's gonna work." So when they
Mm-hmm.
be complaining to people about they don't make no money, number one, I said, you ain't make no money when you went to school for it. You all the people saying
Exactly.
you don't make no
Yeah.
money. So why did you
They
even
tell
go
you
and
before
do
you
it?
even start. Exactly. Yeah. Child.
Or if it's really about the kids, open up a tutoring. You can
Yeah.
People pay $25, $35, $45 an hour to help their child
Hour.
learn how to read. And then
They
remember,
do.
what you make is what you get right then. Ain't no taxes out of
Yep.
them $45 an hour. Some people walk up to
Mm-hmm.
your door, give you $45 for tutoring little Johnny, and you made $45. And then you can almost take 2 years to pay taxes on that $45 if you put that money in your business bank
Mm-hmm.
account.
Yeah.
That's
See,
easy. Make me say,
say,
no,
but
let
see,
me
a
help
lot of
somebody learn how to
people,
read.
Okay. $45 an hour.
Thank you.
Hey.
'Cause you know, at the end of the day, that as a parent is worth it because you are,
Yeah.
if you help them learn to read, that's affecting the rest of their life positively.
Yeah, it is.
So if you're really about helping the children, help the
That'll be a
children.
great thing.
But if you're doing like Myron Golden said, you don't want to step out like that because you don't know when you're used to everything
Hmm.
working out perfectly. You go over here, you
Hmm.
go where it work at, but you ain't get paid like you want to. You don't like Duval County rules. You don't, nah, nah, nah.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts on what I've been thinking.
Oh, but no, you telling the truth because those teachers, they always complain about that.
Yeah, exactly. Then they're gonna, if you
Hmm.
start talking about it like that, they're gonna give you every reason why they can't.
Yes. That's why I just don't
All you
say
need is,
nothing no more.
all you, if you can't do something, all you need is one reason. You don't need to give me 30
Yeah.
reasons on why you can't. But come up,
Hmm.
one reason is good enough. But
Yeah.
find a reason on why you can. And that's just a life lesson. Like I read
Yeah.
this book, books. This book called How Can I Win? And I remember that book was in
Hmm.
2017. That's the first book that actually really made my mind start thinking differently. You know, you always say, why
Hmm.
I can't. You tell people why you can't do this and why you can't do that.
Hmm.
But the name
Yeah.
of the book is How Can I Win? So it resets your mind to ask you, instead of saying why you can't, start asking questions on how can you? Why I can? How can
Hmm.
I? How
Yeah.
can I
Changing your
win?
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you want to start a cleaning business. Talk to your, what Tyreek, is she your auntie?
Yeah.
Talk to your auntie. How can I? Oh, I know somebody. That's how can I?
Hmm.
Instead of saying why I
Yeah.
can't, because I don't know nobody and I don't know how it's gonna start and I
Right.
don't. How
Yeah.
can I? You start asking around, you start reading, you start wondering, how
Hmm.
can I run a marathon? You start learning how to run,
Yeah.
learning how to do it. Because you say, how can I? Instead of saying why I can't.
Why I can't. Yeah.
I ain't in shape, so I can't do that.
Hmm.
Versus how can I? Let me go start
Yeah.
getting in shape. But how
Getting in
can
shape.
I comes with action.
Hmm.
The hardest part for most people is to take the action that makes them uncomfortable.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
once you, with anything, learn to be uncomfortable and get comfortable with that uncomfortable feeling. Just get comfortable with
Okay.
it. It is what it is. That's
Okay.
in life, that's in business, that's in relationships
Yeah.
with the uncomfortable conversations, that's in at
Hmm.
your job. Get comfortable with being comfortable, and you'll find yourself steps ahead of most people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And continue to self-educate. You'll find yourself steps ahead of most other entrepreneurs. Because many people don't want to pick up a book. They don't want to learn. They don't want to
Mm-mm.
read. It's going to make their mind
Nope.
explode. They're going to figure out ways
Yep.
that they can't do it. I ain't got time to read, but you ride in the car and you
Hmm.
listen to Tupac.
You got time right then and
You
there.
could have just turned it out of your book on.
Uh-huh.
How
Exactly.
can I? How
Yeah.
can I get this information? Let me turn off Tupac. Let me put this on.
Yeah.
How can I
How can I?
get in shape? Let me start watching Netflix and let me go walking. It's just about a
Right.
mindset.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the
Changing your
mindset.
mindset. Yeah.
That's that's the mindset that you'll need for
Hmm.
everything, you know?
Yeah.
Did you have any
Yeah.
questions? I said something about writing
Um,
down your questions.
oh, I did have a question about like
Okay.
starting like the cleaning supplies. Like, where would you suggest to go to get that?
I'm gonna tell you something. Cleaning supplies,
Mm-hmm.
degreaser, bleach, degreaser, bleach,
Mm-hmm.
some glass cleaner,
Mm-hmm.
and some Dawn.
Okay.
I can clean a whole house with that.
Yeah, you can.
I can. I would say you can get vinegar instead of glass cleaner. They have cleaning vinegar, but sometimes it leaves a little smell. So some people don't like that smell. Because you can use
Mm.
cleaning vinegar is just like glass cleaning. Cleaning vinegar.
Mm.
Like I can use a good glass cleaner to clean my stainless steel appliances.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I do is what you could do in Home Depot, they sell concentrated bleach. They sell concentrated degreaser. Degreaser gets
Okay.
grime up. It get grime up real
Yeah.
good. Bleach disinfects real good. If you buy
Okay.
the gallon of concentrated, you buy box spray bottles. Now you can just put like this much bleach
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest water because it was concentrated. Same thing with your
Right.
degreaser. That much degreaser, depending on how bad it is. If it's real bad, more,
Yeah.
but you can put some degreaser, the rest water.
Mm-hmm.
That cleans a
Okay.
lot of stuff. And they Home Depot, they have these little green scrubbers. And a lot of time they big. Cut them up.
Mm-hmm.
Cut them up, make
Cut
them
'em.
small. Cut them in like fours. That
Okay.
scrubs a lot of stuff. That little green
Okay.
scrubber, do the job.
Yeah.
Most people, they have a toilet brush at their house. So use their toilet brush.
Right. Okay.
For the bathrooms, we use paper towels.
Yeah.
Like if I'm you cleaning toilets, I'll use
That's what I
paper
do.
towels so I can throw them away.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
like, depending on how big or how bad it is, I can use the paper towels for everything. But if it's not a bad house, I'll use like white rags for the
Mm-hmm.
sink and the tubs. And then I use
Okay.
toilet, I use paper towels for the toilet. Because I can wash
Mm-hmm.
my white rags and bleach and not have to use so many dang on paper towels. But if it's
Yeah.
nasty, nasty, I'm gonna use
Yeah.
paper towel because it's just gross. And, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You don't
And
want
then
to
like
carry whatever germs or whatever was on there
the
on them
mop,
rags.
yeah,
Mm.
the mops that I use, if you go in Home Depot, they have a green handle. The mop head is
Mm-hmm.
orange and white and they pop off.
Oh.
I use those because at the end of the day, we use it, use one per house. Off it, if the house is real
Mm-hmm.
bad, you gotta use more than one, but still, they pop off, you wash them in the washing machine.
Right.
And it's got the little squeeze part where you can squeeze it down and turn it without having to touch the water or the mop.
Oh yeah, I like them kind of mops.
Yes. And then it pop off so you
Mm-hmm.
can clean them and they last a
Yeah.
long time. And you ain't got to be touching the water and have this mop head that
Yeah.
just stuck on there because you don't want to use that mop at other people's house. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
But if you pop the mop head off and you have another mop head, you can use the same mop, but
Yeah.
different mop head at somebody else's house. Then you can wash them in the
Right.
washing machine.
Yeah.
So that's the one
Okay.
you use. And then a broom, and I prefer a dustpan that has the long handle down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't been bending over
Yeah.
all day.
Right. Hurt your back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mm.
a regular bucket. The reason I said
So,
Dawn is because
uh,
sometimes Dawn goes a long way and it's really good on mopping floors.
okay.
And it ain't so harsh. And it goes a long way.
Right.
And then
Okay.
sometimes you might get to doing something and your degrees are working, but you need a more sudsy. You got that Dawn sitting right there and you put some of that
Mm-hmm.
Dawn. It's Dawn is really good for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But how you spell the tighty Dawn over there?
Mm-hmm.
You go to the dollar store, that's not Dawn. That orange and yellow
No.
stuff they have is Dawn. Dawn costs more, but it go a
No.
long way. It's some good stuff.
Yeah.
You can clean your shoes with
It
Dawn.
do.
Yeah,
I used to clean my makeup brushes with them, with
exactly.
Dawn. So
Dawn goes.
it do work.
You do.
Hmm. So you don't use, I know some houses probably don't have a carpet like that no more. But do you have a vacuum
Yes,
just
I
in case
do.
for that?
We have a
Okay.
my favorite vacuums are Sharks because they
Okay.
handle come off real easy. They easy to open up and
Yeah.
empty. I like the ones with canisters.
Yeah.
But for right now, you use whatever you got, whatever you have.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just like it because they have a canister and they pull real good, and you can open that canister up, hold it over the trash, and it just
Mm.
pops off and drop out. And I
Come
ain't gotta
on.
touch all that stuff. And then
Okay.
sometimes some people
Mm.
you'll find that they might want you to use their vacuum, and you can ask them too. You can just when you
Okay.
get there, you can say, "I have a vacuum. Which would you prefer? I use your vacuum or my vacuum?" And
Hmm.
they'll let you know. And then sometimes if they want to use your they vacuum, that keep you from lugging it out your car.
Right.
It's one less thing to lug.
But,
And you have some people that
okay.
like you to use their cleaning supplies. So you use them,
Okay.
but you still carry your
Yeah.
bag in because sometimes their cleaning supplies
Hmm.
be they think that they working good and they really ain't. And then you working
Hmm.
hard and you spray some of your degreaser on there, put it back in your bag and you
Yeah.
clean it up.
Yep.
And
Hey, still
me,
get the job done.
one of the things that we don't do is the reason we use Dawn to mop is because
Mm-mm.
everybody doesn't like scents. So I don't use Pine Sol, Fabuloso, or none of that stuff in people's house. If they have
Okay.
their own and they want me to use it, yes, I'll use it.
Hmm.
But me personally, I cannot stand Fabuloso, so I don't want nobody cleaning my house with it. So what I learned
Okay.
was
Yeah.
I don't use scents in people's houses.
Yeah.
Bleach, of course, you do, unless somebody say I
Right.
can't stand bleach. But a lot of people still that bleach to them mean clean. But
Right. Hmm.
all that smelly stuff I don't use. But if they have some Febreze hanging around somewhere, once we're done,
Hmm.
we'll spray their house with their Febreze. We'll spray their house with their
Okay.
whatever they got. You know what I mean? Because you if they got it, they
Yeah.
obviously like it. But I'm not.
Hmm.
First of all, that's an extra expense because I had to buy
Yeah.
Fabuloso and it's really coat, that Pine Sol and stuff. When Dawn
Yeah.
and Degreaser do the
Hmm.
job,
Right. They get the job done.
it gets the job done.
Hmm.
And then, like if you clean in the oven, go buy a metal
Hmm.
scraper. They're usually in the paint section.
Okay.
They call it's a
Metal.
metal scraper. It's got a handle on it and it's a square. Some of them have a little funny um little hook so you can get under some of the stuff. But that really does help
Okay.
with the oven. And you need oven cleaner, of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah. I was gonna say you use oven
Yeah.
cleaner.
Yeah, use
Okay.
oven cleaner. What I'll normally do is if I have to clean an oven, I'll come in the
Hmm.
house and I spray the oven down first. Then I'll go do stuff
Okay.
to get it to loosen up. And that
Hmm.
scraper, you can scrape that stuff out the bottom of the oven. And you would have
Yeah.
let the oven cleaner sit there and eat at it too. And
Right.
if you
Okay.
can, when you're cleaning the oven, pull it out. Pull
Okay.
it out from the wall. And either way, normally what we'll do, even if I'm not cleaning the oven, I'm just cleaning the outside. We'll pull it out from
Hmm.
the wall if we can and clean behind
Hmm.
it and wipe the sides of it. Because a lot of times
Okay.
food and gunk get all down in there. So when you clean the oven, you
Hmm.
can pull it on out. Even if you're not cleaning the
Okay.
inside, pull it on out,
Yeah.
wipe down the top, wipe down the sides, pull it out so you can get up under it and behind it, and then mop it, sweep it and mop it, then push it back.
Hmm.
Because it's just,
Okay.
it's like finishing the job because some ovens they stuck in between the
Yeah.
countertops and you'll see all them little crumbs right
Hmm.
there. And if I see the crumbs, I'm like,
Right.
oh. So if I can, I'll pull it out.
Okay.
If it's too heavy or if it's wedged in there off in a real tight spot, I'll take that scraper and scrape down the side
Okay.
right there and try to get it up, get some of the crumbs out of
Okay.
it, and get the oven out. And then same thing with the
Okay.
refrigerator. If you can, pull the refrigerator out, sweep up under it
Hmm.
and mop, and then push the refrigerator back. If you can.
Okay.
If you can, if it's too heavy, you
Yeah.
can't. But oftentimes the newer refrigerators, they're not really that heavy, even though you have stuff in them.
Hmm.
But you just
Yeah.
there's just some little tidbits to make it
Okay.
all the way clean.
All right, let me put that on there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This was a lot, but this is what I needed because I didn't know half of this stuff. Shoot, probably none of
Yeah, that's all
it.
it is. Hey,
Really.
we all had to start
Hey.
somewhere. I told you I didn't know and didn't know
Yeah.
where to find it either.
Yeah.
And they said one of the biggest success hacks is mentorship.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
instead of stumbling, finding your way out,
Hmm.
mentorship. A mentorship
Yeah.
session, books are mentorships. All of that is a mentorship. That keep you from
Yeah.
having to. It took me all this that I learned in 10 years. You got a
Mhm.
lot of it right there. 10 years ahead.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 years ahead of
Mhm.
stuff. Took me a long
Yeah.
time to get this stuff together. All this bumps and learning and da 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 da. Let somebody else who been there and done that help you.
Mhm.
So now you can come out the gate ahead of that and not even when you
Yeah.
don't even know what you don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Because you don't know what you
It's
don't know. And I'm gonna tell you
exactly.
something. Had I known a lot of this, I probably wouldn't
Mhm.
quit my job. God wanted me
Mm.
ignorant because
Yeah.
had I known what I was gonna have to go through, I would have been too scared. So he needed to
Yeah.
be me to be naive. But it's
Mhm.
a lot more in there, that gang stuff. But he needed me to be
Yeah.
naive so that I can be brave enough, just like a child. You see a child jump off some furniture and they jump off, do a roll and tuck and land and stand up. But they're
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
naive that they don't know that they could get hurt. And that's why they
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes he needs you to be naive because if you knew all the steps, you would be too scared.
You wouldn't even want to do it.
You ain't want to do it. You're not you
Mm-mm.
ain't jumping off the high dive because you know that it's high.
No.
But when you don't know that it's high, you just running as a child, you just jump. Boom.
Yeah. Oh.
He needs you to be
Yeah.
naive. So use
Yeah.
naivete, however you pronounce it, to your advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He needed
Yeah.
me not to know because if I'd have known, I'd have been too
You
damn
wouldn't.
nervous. I'm like, what?
Mhm.
I learned that. But sometimes you need to know it all. Don't need to know every step.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
That's a good thing though, not to know everything, so you open to learn.
Open to
You
learn.
feel like you feel like you know everything. You're not open to learning at all.
And then old folks say you can't tell a person who know everything nothing.
Nope, you can't.
If you know, you know that you know it all. That's all right. I can't tell you nothing. So you can't tell a person who
Mm-mm.
know everything nothing. You always have to be
Nope,
open and
not
willing to
at
learn.
all.
That's why I sit there and listen
Yeah.
to the podcasts and listen to people talk. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna be listening to some of these books. If not,
yes.
well, all of them really.
You know what's another book that's
Yeah.
great book, self-help book that is hilariously funny. Kevin
Oh, I
Hart,
like funny stuff.
The Decision. That
The
book will
decision.
have you cracking up, but it's great with self-help. It is an awesome book.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
It's called The Decision. The thing about The Decision is it's only on Audible. It is not a paperback book.
Uh,
It's
okay.
only on Audible. It's an Audible book.
Okay.
Audible will do that sometime. They used to did, but now they'll have stuff that's
Mm-hmm.
just for Audible. So you'll only find it on
Okay.
Audible. Let me see. Kevin Hart. Hart. That's it right here. And it says it. Hold on. You can't see this, but it says The Decision by Kevin Hart only on Audible.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to subscribe to
Okay.
Audible to listen to this. But it is
Yeah.
wonderful and it is hilarious. You'll
I
find
like a
yourself
good
like
laugh.
it cracking up. That's how funny it is. You see something. Uh, oh, I just did that dog on it. I don't mean to do that. Clips and notes. Like I still have notes. Let me see. Well, you really can't see. Let me try. Let me take my background off for a second so I can show you what I'm talking about with the get off stop share. See. Not adjust background. I'm gonna do no background so you can see this.
Mhm.
So like, oh dog, you still really can't. Shucks. Still
Another
can't see
light.
it. No, it's a light. But it just has it where you can do clips. And like I when I read
Okay.
this book, will say, okay, it didn't even tell you when it did it. August 30th, 2024 at 12:58 p.m. It'll tell you when you
Oh,
read it.
the time and everything.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to download.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
jealousy is a waste of time and mental energy. That's just something. Like there's just one. Like he has different
Mm-hmm.
chapters on it, like perfectionism. He says often people that
Mm-hmm.
try to make everything perfect are driven because they don't want to look bad, no, look bad to people. But these are just
Mm.
notes you know you can go in and you can just voice them
Yeah,
into
put the note. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I was just trying
Okay.
to show you how they look, but it ain't doing it. Stop blaming others for the way your life is now. Take responsibility and make the change. But it's
Mm-hmm.
funny. It's a good book. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And it's very great, but you will
Yeah.
definitely
With
be
Kevin
entertained.
Hart, I know it's funny.
Yeah. You'll definitely
I
be
know it's
entertained.
entertaining.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
that's all I
Yeah.
really have, unless you have, some questions, some things you want to go over. I don't know if you had some more stuff written
Um,
down.
no, really, the stuff that you was talking about, that's kind of my questions. I was filling it out, like about residential cleaning or small commercial.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Yeah. I mean, this was very informational,
It-
and I'm definitely gonna use my notes and do what I gotta do to start. Just start somewhere. I gotta
all
start
right.
somewhere.
Well, make it happen for yourself later. I'm happy for you. I
I
really am.
will.
I wish I would have thought to
Thank
think of
you.
something like that at 26. Oh, girl.
Yeah.
I didn't start this till I was 40.
Mm.
Golly.
But it be like, see, my generation, we feel like we're on a timeline. I don't know why. So in others' eyes, it's probably too late, but it's not. It's
It's
not too
not. The
late.
thing about it is like with
No.
us, with how we grew up, our parents went to work. We went to work.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were entrepreneurs, but not really, really, especially women. And so
Right.
I just did what my mom did. She never thought to think to tell to do that. It took me
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like have to say, I'm tired of this. Just tired
Right.
of living here. What else can I do? And like now,
Right.
my youngest daughter graduated from Florida A&M, and then
Mm-hmm.
she worked, but now she has her own hair salon, and she does kids braids
See?
only,
Oh,
6 days a week,
wow.
2 to 12, 2 to 17. That's all she does. And she has a
Oh,
salon.
wow.
And my
See?
oldest daughter, she figured it out, but she went to end up going to school for nursing, and now she's a nurse. But while she was in
Okay.
school, because we have Airbnbs also, she had
Mm-hmm.
already bought a house. And what happened with her, she
Mm-hmm.
had her house. She bought it in January 2020. And then
Mm-hmm.
she was a medical assistant. And she went back to
Okay.
school to be a nurse. And
Mm-hmm.
one day she was like, Mom, it's so hard. And she don't have any kids, but she was like, Mom, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work during the day and go at night and this and this. And I said, well, you can move in with Granny. Granny had an extra room, and we can
Mm-hmm.
put your house on Airbnb. First, I don't want to do that. Da,
Oh.
da, 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 da. About 3 months later, that thing got hard. She doubled back
Mm-hmm.
around. We put her house on Airbnb. She moved all the way out, moved in with my mama. Her house on
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb. She was able to stop working, and that paid for the mortgage, gave her a couple of dollars, and I added her. Her and I own an LLC together. So
Okay.
now, while she was in school, she making that money and going to school for
Mm-hmm.
nursing. So she was able to use
Oh yeah.
entrepreneurship as a form to take her through nursing school.
Right.
And after she
Right.
graduated, she moved back into her house.
That was smart.
But that comes with people having ideas on how can I?
How can I? Yeah.
How can I make this work? It may not be the most comfortable. I may not really want to move out with Granny. I like living at my house, but
Right.
if you working during the
Yeah.
day and you going to school at night, how often are you there?
Exactly. You
And then
don't
you
even.
studying on the weekend,
Yeah.
and you got clinicals. So you
Yeah.
sometimes you take the sacrifice and you just move over there and you did what you had to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that's
Mm.
a how
And
can
then the
I?
time will go by. You won't even realize.
Girl, the first
You
time she
know.
got that
Time.
First time that money hit that bank account, she was like, she ain't thought about that house like that no more.
I bet not. Sure. She probably was like, I should have came up early.
Okay.
Earlier than I
Stressing
came.
out. Oh, she ain't even
Yeah.
never bring that stuff back up ever again.
I bet not.
But
Oh, good.
and
But
lady,
yeah,
this was awesome. And it was
this
nice
was.
meeting you. And I wish you the best
Thank
of luck.
you.
I really do.
Thank
Really,
you.
really do. Tell
I'll
Tyreek
make
to
sure
thank
I keep in contact.
you. You
I
do
will.
that.
I'll let her know.
You
Yeah,
do
because she
that.
asked me yesterday, did I meet you? I was like, no, you had an emergency, so we rescheduled. But I'm gonna let her know
Yes,
that
let
I
her
talked
know.
with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I love
You're
Tyreek and her
welcome.
husband. I really do.
She
They're
said
good
y'all
people.
been clean. I mean, you been cleaning her house for a while since
Yeah, we
when
have.
they was on the way.
And they've
Well, where they
rented our
stayed at, but
Airbnb like 2 or 3 times.
oh yeah, we my sister rented out your Airbnb too before
For real?
for her birthday. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Y'all come back now.
Yeah.
Come
I
back.
know we tried, but every time we look, it's booked. I'm like, oh my God,
We book
everybody love it.
we book 90 days out. So the calendar doesn't
Yeah.
open up for 90 days. So if you want something,
Mhm. Mhm.
okay, like
It,
right now, 4th of July is not open. So you take 4th
right.
of
Yeah.
July, you go back 90 days, and you can see when it opens. And then if you want it, you just have to
Mhm.
go in there and just get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You
let them
kind of
know
sit
because
and
they
wait,
definitely want to do
be stuck
another
with a Wednesday.
pool thing.
Yeah, you might
Right.
sit and wait, you be stuck with a Wednesday.
Exactly. Oh gosh.
But
But
thank you
yeah, I'll
all, man.
definitely let her know I talked with you and stuff.
Thank you. I
This was
appreciate
nice.
it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. You know what I want you to do for me?
Uh,
Even though it's on Kitty's Custom
uh,
Cleaning,
mhm.
Go to Google Maps, stick in Kitty's Custom
Mhm.
Cleaning. Leave me a 5-star review and say what you need to say about it. Say that it was mentorship, but say
Mhm.
tell it about the business mentorship, the cleaning mentorship, what you felt about it, and
Okay.
da 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 da. But a 5-star review
Mhm.
that really
Yep.
helps us.
Okay. I'll do that
Okay.
once I get off of here with you.
Yeah, just Kitty's
Yeah.
Custom Cleaning right there. Click on reviews, leave a
Mhm.
review, talk about the mentorship, and 5-star.
Okay.
All
I'll do
right.
that.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.